am so excited. Like, I just want to get straight to the point, straight to the chase. I am so excited because can we just acknowledge where I started? Like, the introduction, that was very depressing. That was like, is she okay? Like, is she good? No, I wasn't. I was struggling. I was on my ass bad. It felt like the end of the world, okay? Like, it was not good. How I'm feeling right now mentally, I am feeling very bubbly. I'm a little irritated because there's a fruit fly that's right by my camera and I'm trying to record. I really hope it doesn't bother me the whole video. That's because I eat fruit in my room. I gotta like maybe like start eating on my balcony when I eat like certain fruits and shit. Like, cause I don't like fruit flies. Okay, whatever. Mentally, how I'm feeling right now, I feel a lot more better because I'm setting goals up for myself that's gonna put me ahead. And you guys know I love to talk about like planning and like goals and like things that's gonna like keep you naturally aligned. But let me talk to you about what it feels like when you're no longer participating in your old life and you have to step into a new life. Let me explain the process, like the absolute delusion and the absolute fear that you may have, and just like being so overwhelmed and so stressed before you go into this new chapter of your life. It is enough to give you so much anxiety. So we have to learn how to tune that down. And let me give you step by step what you're going to do to overcome that shit. Because if you've been watching my videos, and hello to my new subscribers, I appreciate you. Stay here with me, okay? This channel is about heartbreak, depression, overcoming so many battles, and still showing up as your 1% best self. So yes, let me just tell you, like literally like just stepping into alignment, it's so hard. Like it's so hard, guys. It's unbelievable. But where we're going right now is gonna be way more better, okay? Okay, side note, I've been getting a lot of recommendations to get a camera that I can hook onto my shirt. So that way you guys can hear me when I'm outside a lot more. You know, like when I'm making my videos outside, I don't want to be screaming too much in the middle of public, and I can just get a microphone so that way I don't have to talk that loud. But that's kind of like one of the last things that's on my mind right now. But when I do get the opportunity and the chance to go get one, yes, I will go get one. So that way like my videos comes out a lot more clear, because I don't want you guys to have to like turn your phone up like all the way loud and stuff, like just to hear what I'm saying. That can be annoying, because I was listening to my old video and I'm like, wait a minute, why does it sound so low? So I'm gonna invest in that. But for right now, we're gonna make do. We're gonna use what we have. No, it's fear. Fear is a sneaky son of a... It is so difficult when you're in fear of beginning a new chapter in your life. You have to understand that it's just your anxiety spiraling, and the anxiety really comes from you literally like being in your head so much. Like for me, it was like days like when I was drinking really heavy and I was like very like in my like deep down in my depression, because I'm still there, but you guys know that like we're moving past it, we're trying to move past it. But like when I was like deep down in it, the number one thing, like the number one problem for me was even opening my door. Like must have like blacked out getting drunk so many times, and then like I would like be like, oh damn, I'm stuck in the house. I would feel like helicopters are chasing after me. I would feel like I'm about to be broadcasted on the news. I couldn't even go out of my door without fearing and thinking that like my neighbors were watching me, or I was being followed, or like just little stupid shit. And I didn't realize how bad my anxiety was getting until I literally had to stop drinking. I'm like, wait a minute, this is bad. Like, girl, you are fine. Like, what do you mean? There's some like what is wrong with you? There's nobody after you. You're after yourself. You're fighting those demons yourself, girly. You need to stop with your attachment style issues and fix that shit, so that way you won't go into new friendships or relationships or just new job opportunities feeling so paranoid because you haven't done the inner work. Inner work is so important. Fight your demons, okay? Fight them. Because when you fight them, the newer, improved version of you is top tier, okay? All 10s. Fight them. Because it's literally just your fear projecting onto so much more of like what you could be doing. So you guys know this already. So that's the first thing. Getting over the fear. Stop thinking, oh, I'm never gonna do this, or this isn't gonna happen for me, or I'm stuck here. Oh, no, stop. Okay, shh. Give me all your bad thoughts, okay? We're gonna take all your bad thoughts right now, all of them, every bad thought. I'll give you 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got them. Did we catch them? Okay, these are all your bad thoughts. Put them in this plastic bag. Time up. Now they're in the bag. They're gone. Non-existent. They don't exist, okay? They don't exist. They're gone. Go with the wind. Bye-bye. Okay? We're gonna be okay. Just like that, they're gone. So now what you're gonna move on to do is understand where you are. What helped me was writing down everything that I really wanted to accomplish and give myself a good time frame on when I can take action towards those steps. So a lot of the times where we're in a denial stage, or we're going through depression, or when we're very, very feeling like vulnerable, or like we're just stuck. Like, you know, like if you've watched a few of my videos, you understand what it's like to be just stuck, like just on straight do not disturb mode. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing right now. I just need to catch my breath. You know, I need to take a second. If you're in that position, take that second, but you can't stay there because you have to keep going. But let me tell you this. When you do get to that place that you're in, the number one thing that you need to do is give yourself a realistic time frame. You cannot say, oh, I want this, that, and the third, and you don't even give yourself a window to where you can at least take the first step. Because most of us, we have tunnel vision. We have like a thing that's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this. Like, I'm gonna have this done. I'm gonna do this. We can't always get there in the snap of our fingers, just like that. Like, this isn't like, I mean, if you play the lottery, sometimes you get lucky, but you understand how rare that shit is, and how lucky and how like just with the wind that shit is. You don't have time to put your future with the wind. We don't have time to be wasting time on shit that's not benefiting us. And so give yourself a good time frame and understand that the goal that you're chasing is going to require one thing, and that's gratitude, patience, and organization. So what I did was write down what I wanted to do, write down how I was going to get there, step by step, how I'm going to manage to get to this goal. And that's exactly what I did. I stayed consistent. I didn't backtrack. I didn't stop. So I'm going to give you guys a little story time on what one of my goals was when I was very, very, very bad, like very depressed. And this is when I was like, again, 200 pounds. And to get to the stage that I'm in now, I'm going to tell you what I was working a security job, and I was still living in my mom's building. And my mom, she ended up putting me on the lease to, you know, be able to like be on the lease where she stays at. And I was working my security job downstairs because at the time I was doing courses that my ex paid for my real estate classes, so that way I can be able to like, you know, get into like my property. And I would just like, you know, be doing my classes online and like trying to like see where direction I'm gonna take my, you know, my business in. And, you know, I've always just been very goal oriented. And so I realized, me sitting there on the clock, that I seen so many people like walk past the building doing all these different things, and I just felt so stagnant. Like, I felt like I was just sitting here like just wasting my time, wasting my life, like just watching the hours and the clock go by just literally caused me so much anxiety. And then like, imagine if you're using substance abuse as well. And at the time I was like smoking heavy too. So I would just be sometimes high as fuck, sometimes drunk as fuck, hung over as fuck, not giving a fuck, trying to do my real estate classes while monitoring everyone coming in and out of this building. And for the love of me, I could not understand why it was so hard for me to stick to reading one paragraph. And my attention span wasn't as bad before I started drinking. So I knew I needed to change right then and there. But of course, obviously, like, I'm in denial. I'm still living at my mom's house. You know, even though I'm on the lease there, you know, for emergency reasons, like, I still knew like I needed better for myself. And so what I did was I decided to take action right then and there. I'm like, you know what? This isn't working. So me and her, we got into like a lot of altercations, and we were just not seeing eye to eye. And a lot of it had to do with me not owning up to my full potential. Yes, I was working, but she might, like, you know, a mother knows when their child is very fucking depressed. Like, it's just so evident. It's obvious. She knows when you're not living up to your full potential. She can see the depression wearing you down. Your spark is like draining. Your mental health is just deteriorating. And so that was killing her more so. And so she was like in my ass, like, get out of this. Let's go. Get up. Wake up. You can do this. Keep going. Why are you slowing down? Pick up your pace. And when you're in denial and when you're drinking so much, that is the last thing that you want to fucking hear. It's like, shh, leave me alone. I'm depressed. I can't get out of my bed. I'd rather just go drink with my friends late tonight, go meet them up at the hills and shit, and just be partying tonight. And when I'm up and when I'm, you know, feeling better, you know, like, because at nighttime is when I had the most energy. And I, like, now I'm more of like, I'm turning into a day person again after a long ass time, which is so surprising because sobriety just feels good. But yeah, like, it was so bad. So, like, I would just be arguing with her, projecting myself onto her, and she's projecting herself onto me, and it caused conflict. So I had to move, okay? I would live in my car, literally, and I was with my ex at the time, too, so like, I was feeling like, okay, yeah, like, I'm living life and shit. Mind you, this was a car that I ended up buying my mom a year prior to before. And so I have my own cars, of course, but my cars were just giving me trouble. I had like 2 of them, and I ended up selling them off of Facebook Marketplace because at the time, like, I wasn't really trying to like put too much money into like refixing these cars and shit. So I just sold it for money, and I was like, fuck it. We're moving to like a city type of environment, and so it's like, okay, yeah, like, you know, the Bay Area is pretty cool, so it's like I can get around more with like public transportation and shit like that. I wasn't really tripping on it. So anyways, I get her a car, you know, because at the time, like, you know, money is still coming in for me. Things are still going good, you know. It's not too perfect, but, you know, we're making it through. I'm working this job and shit, and, you know, yeah, so I ended up, you know, buying her car, and then that's when, like, that car becomes an issue because I'm constantly trying to use the car to get to where I have to go, and then she needs the car to get to where she has to go. So that was just like kind of irritating me. So I ended up like taking like flights and shit. Like at this time, I'm taking flights. Now I'm like kind of talking online to people and like just like spiraling, like just doing stupid shit. And I'm just like talking to people and just like, you know, just meeting different people, going to the south, and like just traveling more so, like just seeing the world. Cause at this point I'm spiraling. Like I don't even give a fuck. Like I'm working these dead end jobs. I'm fucking spiraling. Like I'm really not taking my future as serious as I need to. And so like, yeah, so eventually, like, you know, when my mom moved out of that place, I followed her into like, you know, the place that I'm talking about currently. You guys know I get off the subject all the time. But anyway, so she ends up having enough of my bullshit, and I move out. I'm like, you know what? This isn't working. I have to leave. I have to do this on my own. You know, like I can't just be traveling state to state because we're arguing too much. And, you know, the privileges and shit, like I don't have my car, I'm using yours, but even though I got it for you, it's like I'm kind of using that for like an eye for an eye. Like you're supposed to help me out, but she knows I'm not really taking my future serious. So it's kind of like, girl, like, make up your mind, what are you trying to do type of shit. And it was just so much. And so we finally got to a place where it's like, nah, like I'm just gonna go. And then that's when it hit me, realization. What the fuck? I'm young as fuck, acting dumb as fuck. What the fuck? Now I'm living in my car. You know, at this point I'm paying the fucking car off. These car payments are kicking my fucking ass. I'm barely making enough money. The security job is not fucking working. The lady in the fucking building who literally lived there at the time, she was like manager or something. She literally got me fired because I came to work one day in my work uniform, but I had sweatpants on. But little did she know, I'm fucking fighting depression and I'm sleeping in a fucking car right now. Like, I don't have a home. Like, give me a break. But she didn't know that, so she ended up getting me fired. So now I'm just fucked up. Like, I feel like, why is this happening to me? I need my own fucking apartment. I'm tired of being walked all over since fucking school is always something. These people, it's just, everything's not going my way. I'm just throwing a big ass hissy fit. And that point I knew like I need to change my fucking life. Like I need to change my life. So not only do I often have these setbacks, I literally turn the negative into the positive, because if I don't, like, people that would have walked a mile in my shoes, they would not understand like how how driven you have to be to still wake up smiling every single day. Like, all right, well, fuck it. We had some bumps along the road. Let's keep it going. So anyways, now I'm sleeping in my car. I'm just like, I'm totally like just irritated, but I'm still having the time of my life at the same time. Like, not only did I just get off of some trips that I just booked, now I'm in the whip. Now I'm just like, okay, I'm pulling up with my friends. Now they can help me enable my bad habits type shit, you know? So now I'm like constantly drinking, almost caught a fucking DUI, like literally went to court and everything for that shit. And they told me I wasn't even on the list. I was like, oh, thank you. You don't have to worry about me drinking and driving no more. I promise you. Don't drink and drive. Please don't. Like, it can really kill someone. Real shit. Like, that's just, it's just so devastating. Like, if you drink and drive, like, you're really evil for real. Like, you know, and if you don't get caught, I mean, don't ever get caught. Like, it's so scary being stopped by the cops, and then like it's just be like, oh shit, like I'm finna get caught. Like, they're gonna arrest me. I was in the back of that cop car, like, shit, like, fuck. What the fuck did I do? Anyways, so yeah, so don't drink and drive. Anyways, yeah, so like I was just like showering like at the gym and shit. I'll go to different gyms and shit. I'll shower, you know, freshen up and shit. I'll have like hikes, like, you know, still living my life, just sleeping in the fucking car. So then I just like started finding like mentors and shit that can kind of help me to like put steps towards getting like my housing and shit. And that's what I did. I found like a really good mentor, and I started staying in like an Airbnb style type house. And I met like a few awesome girls, a few awesome people, and we kind of just had like the sisterhood. We don't really hang out as much anymore. We've obviously like outgrew that phase in our life, but you know, just meeting those people, like, it really made me feel like, damn, like, we're all in the same situation type shit. You guys are, like, the coolest girls I've ever fucking met. And along with it came, like, you know, getting drunk a lot downtown and, like, you know, meeting a bunch of guys that just were just stupid as fuck. But we were all just so drunk all the time till the point where, like, I barely remember half of those days. I swear, like, you know. And so it caused me drinking a lot. It caused me to like be, you know, just become an angry ass person, like just so angry all the time. And then days I was happy, like I wasn't happy unless I had my liquor. Like, unless I had my liquor to start my day, you could not tell me nothing. Like, cause I was still stuck between like, damn, like I'm trying to get into like my new apartment, but I'm not trying to leave behind my old life. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, like I was in survival mode for most of it, but I was still like happy. I was still having so much fun. Like, I had the energy for it. Only to realize that when the noise fades and when I finally got that new apartment that I really wanted, that's when a lot more of my problems surfaced. That's where a lot more of my, oh shit, I'm drinking more. I can't stop. Now I can't stop. Now I'm getting all this weight. Now I'm fucking arguing with my fucking boyfriend. Like, what the fuck? Now I hate him. Now I hate this bitch. Now I hate this. Who's this going at this party? I was just at this party. I don't even remember these people. Wait, she wants to fight me? What happened? What did I say? Wait, now I'm fighting her. I just got in a fight. Oh my fucking God. I'm irritated as fuck. Oh, I need my rebound. Oh, I need my lick back. I'm throwing your shit out the fucking house. What's this? What's that? And just like a bunch of just drama, and just be like, what the like, just please. This isn't you, Shania, okay? This is not you. Like, it's time to death this. Like, you gotta let that shit go. I move into this place now, okay? And now I am withdrawing from just being in that other apartment that I was in. So now it was kind of like a, whew, I'm gonna try to use this as like a you know, a stepping stone. Only to realize that I'm gonna get fucking heartbroken and still face alcoholism. What the fuck? I can't wait for nothing. But we do win in the end. Cause I mean, it's me, it's Naya, it's Shania Valentine. My birthday I was born on Valentine's Day, the day of love. And I have so much self-love for myself because I walked through that fire. I did this shit, you know? And so, yeah, so as you know, like, you know, you're keeping up with the series and shit. So now it's like, this is where we are. That goes to show you that now moving, before I give you guys a season 2, in which, you know, bigger, better things are going to be happening, I'm just kind of walking you through like the process on what it really takes to like get out of the mindset that you're in. It's just a switch. One day it just hits you like, oh, I literally need to change my fucking life, or else I'm going to drown in my own fucking vomit, you know? So understand that you're gonna go through anger. You're gonna go through, oh shit, like my old life is pulling me back. Like there's flyers, there's parties, there's this. I wanna go. I know how to dance. I'm lit. You know, I can do a little 1-2 step. Like, no, girl, you did enough 1-2 steps. Now you need to 1-2 step yourself into bigger money. Okay, bigger opportunities, bigger careers, bigger travel. Like basically everything that I loved to do before, I want to be able to do, except bigger and better and more comfortably, you know? And so that's the direction that we're heading into. And that's a really good place to be. So I'm just going to give you guys the number one tip. Like, you have to be the one to be like, okay, I'm done. Like, I'm done. There's nothing else to say. There's nothing else to do. I have to discipline myself. I have to tell myself, like, nope, like, I have to fix my life. Like, you know, before I move into a new apartment, you know, before I get this dream house, before I get this brand new car, before I get all these blessings, before I get these new flight tickets, before I book these reservations, before I take these trips and I have these experiences, who am I going to be when I get access to these doors? And I know that I wanted access to these doors, but I had to tell myself, I need to change. I need to work on myself internally, because for a while I was in denial and I was fucking up. So I'm just here to tell you guys that, like, honestly, if you really walk through your emotions and you sit with yourself long enough, you will make that change. But stop being so dependent on everyone around you. That was kind of pulling me down. It was weighing me down. Like, damn, this is weighing me down. Or like, the decisions that I'm making is just making me fucking spiral. I'm so angry. I'm becoming a fucking bitch. Excuse my language, but that's literally what it was coming down to. And I don't always give so much excuses, because a lot of the things that I've experienced and a lot of things that did happen to me, I also did not deserve that shit. But I'm also hard on myself, because if I would have just turned the other cheek or been trying to fix my situation, I could have been where I needed to be, like, way faster. You know what I'm trying to say? But that's just what comes with it. Like, you know, like, you live and you learn. And if you're stuck, you're not stuck forever. I promise you're not stuck forever. You just have to wake up one day and come to the realization that this shit is not working. And if you're waking up too late, you're going to look at all the years that you fucking wasted, and you're going to be so fucking miserable. You're gonna be angry at yourself. You're gonna feel like, what the fuck? Like, that's it? That's what happened? You need to pick up your pace. Like, girl to girl, heart to heart. Or like, if you're a man watching me, if you know that you're not doing better, do better. Or if you're surrounding yourself by people that doesn't want you to do better, like, you need to be the one to be like, no, I'm going to choose myself again with this fucking fruit fly. Leave me alone. Okay, like, you gotta just, like, kind of just make that change, you know? And it's possible, because I'm making it. And it's actually scaring me, because I feel like the more I'm educating myself and I'm becoming more wiser, and I'm, you know, being more aligned within, like, myself and what I'm willing to help out and what I'm willing not to help out, it really helps you see shit clearly. And you just gotta have a really strong support system. But if you don't have a support system, that's why I love that you guys watch my videos, because I know how to reach people who are in this dark place. Like, I see you, like, you know, you're in the middle of kind of transitioning into a new life. Like, you don't really know what to do, because you've maybe lost somebody that was very, very important to you. I have experienced that. I was very close to this one girl in school. I won't really say her name. I don't like to say names. I don't like to pinpoint or bring up people, because, you know, that's just, it's no point. But this person, I was really, really close to her, and we were like two peas in the pod. And she actually ended up, you know, passing away. And she was like one of my closest fucking friends. As someone who is very introverted, it's easy for me to make friends when spoken to, and to kind of like be around someone who, you know, is more welcoming and shit. But the thing is with me, like, I don't like to initiate too much stuff. And so I'm kind of working on getting out of my comfort shell a little bit more. So that way, like, I can get more opportunities. Like, closed mouths do not get fed. Only you can change your life. Like, that's so true. But anyways, like, we were really close, and then I got the news that she passed away, and it just broke me. And I think a lot of the times, like, you know, because I didn't really know her whole entire life, I had a lot of people kind of like, oh, you didn't really know her that well, or you didn't really know her that much. But the thing is, like, you know, we were in school together, and we were just like so fucking close, it felt like. And when I heard the news that she passed away, I was devastated. And not gonna lie, that took a really big toll on my mental health. And so I lost one of my bestest friends, and you know, a lot of people, we all talk about everybody, you know, people do a lot of fucked up shit, but the thing is, like, you know, I would hear like, oh, this person said this about you, this person said this. I don't care about he said, she said, because when I am around someone, I'm authentically myself. You're never gonna see me trying to play both sides of the team, or like just trying to just do too much. Like, when I'm with you, you have my full undivided attention. I'm seeing you for who you are, and that's how we seen each other. And when I got those news, I was devastated. I cried every day, damn near. I didn't really show it too much. I tried to be strong, but we had a lot of talks that I'm sure, you know, that, you know, I just don't want to bring up too much. But, you know, she was like literally my closest friend, and she ended up passing away, and it affected me. It really affected how I seen a lot of other, you know, possible friendships, you know, because it really hurted me, and I didn't realize how hurt I was until I sat down and I really talked about it and I acknowledged it. Because the thing is, I think we all have this conception of time where like to, you know, spend with people. Like, you never know when it's going to be your last goodbye. You never know when it's your last hug, it's your last conversation. You never know, like, when you're not going to be able to see someone that you deeply care about, or you cared about, or they just gave you an inspiration to life, or you helped each other, or you just spent a laughter, you know? Just being able to greet someone or show any type of act of kindness, it does a lot for your nervous system. And I know this may seem like far-fetched, but I'm just gonna say, like, literally, like, when you show gratitude and when you are genuinely a kind person, the universe has no choice but to react to what you put out. You know, if you're caring about where you live at, if you're caring about your future, the universe will reward you slowly. The universe responds back to you, or God, or, you know, like, whatever you believe in, you know? And so showing gratitude and showing acts of kindness is another way on how you can kind of change your future as well. And so, like, if you're flunking it with your family right now, or you're just like, you're in a place where it's like, yeah, fuck everybody, excuse my language, or like, you're just like, forget everybody, I'm tired of it, like, you know, have that mentality. Yes, like, don't forget people who left you at your lowest, and don't forget people who made your life harder than what it had to be before, if they already knew you were dealing with something and they still didn't give a fuck. Don't forget those people, but also don't forget the people that loves you. Like, don't forget that shit, because if you forget people who were there for you on your darkest of days, when you do start winning, it's still gonna feel like you're losing. And I know that sounds crazy, but like, if you are constantly like, oh yeah, I'm about to shit on everybody that did me wrong, or I'm about to prove it to everybody I can do this. Like, you know, when I was being a fucking arrogant hothead, I used to think that way. You start healing the moment you're like, I let go, I surrender, I forgive you, stay the fuck away from me respectfully, but I forgive you so much that I can no longer hold on to this hurt anymore. Like, I can't hold on to it because it is now going to affect me, and I don't want to wake up with you on my brain or my mind. You can no longer occupy my state of well-being. And so I'm releasing that energy back towards you, and I'm going to step into my purpose and do what I have to do to better the life that I always envisioned for myself. And the moment you let go, and the moment you just let the universe take care of it, the moment I repeat, do not fix your life because you're trying to people please other people. Don't do that shit. If you're gonna fix your life and you're gonna like step into success and more abundance and more wealth and more money and more happiness, you need to do it because that is what you want to do. Again, that is something that you want to do. Because if you're constantly doing it because you want to get your get back on people, or you want to shit on people, or you're just trying to prove something to someone. You're always going to be trying to prove. And it's like, nobody really gives a fuck. Like, you're draining yourself, you're draining your energy, you're draining your light, trying to prove shit to people that couldn't even walk a mile in your fucking shoes any fucking ways if they were given the cards you were dealt with, if we're being honest. And so, look at it as, I feel stuck, I'm not happy, I want to change, because I want to change. I want to be okay. I want to feel better. I want to have a clear gut. I want to have healthy skin. I want to have my hair grow longer again after I had a fucking revenge fucking cut, dyeing it and damaging my shit because I was fucking spiraling mad at myself. I want to try this new style. I want to wear these shoes because it makes my feet fucking comfortable. I want to try this new bag of fucking chips because, I don't know, I like spicy food, but in chip form, I never fucking tried it. So why not? I want to go to this restaurant. I want to wear this dress because I've been working so hard on this dream body. I'm not gonna fucking wait for a man to take me out on a fucking date. I'm just gonna go wear it. I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna look so beautiful in it because this body that I worked for in this gym did not come naturally. I put in the reps, I put in the steps, I put in the dedication. I'm gonna wear this fucking dress. And if it don't fit, we'll wait another fucking summer. But I'm gonna keep working out, you know? So give yourself grace and understand that when you finally surrender and you finally let yourself go and you're like, I wash my hands, remember the baggie, everything is going to respond to you because you just have to have such an aura. You have to have an aura. It's just something that you're born with. Unfortunately, some people are not born with this aura. It's self-taught. It's understanding that no matter how cluttered and fucked up the world looks, I still have to look at it in a different light. I still have to take this problem and kind of look at this problem and fix what is going on in my own way. Because a lot of the times, like, you know, when I was like learning about like, you know, anxious attachment styles and stuff like that, a lot of the times when we meet certain people, it's not really like me. This isn't the person that I really should be aligned with or that I should be talking to. I mean, true love is true love, obviously, but whether it's friendships, relationships, a lot of the times we run into people that are just, you know, still benefiting our toxic issues, our toxic ways. And so what we're looking at is a mirror of the shit that we're willing to tolerate because we haven't done the internal work. It's like placing, okay, I'll use my remote as an example. We have this remote, right? Okay, I'm looking at this remote. This remote sees me. I'm looking at the remote. Okay. Hi, remote. You have a nice buttons and shit. This is cool. What does this button do? Click. Oh, this is nice. What does this button do? Click. This is cool. What does this button do? Click. And it's kind of like, it's going to show you all these cool things that this fucking remote is fucking doing. It's like, oh, this is cool. You can also do this trick. Or what happens if I press this button? And the whole time, when you put the remote fucking down and leave the fucking remote, it's like boring. Well, what can you do? Like, well, do something, remote. Like, well, I'm clicking you. I'm not clicking you anymore. Like, what's happening? You get what I'm trying to say? So it's kind of like looking at people like, damn, like, you're not really who I thought you were. But the only reason why I'm able to identify that is because I did the inner work and I can see that I had no business even tolerating or being around you in the first place. Not use your aura to make you ugly. Literally, do not do that. Use your energy, use your light, use your aura to see the beauty and what you want to see the beauty in. And that is how you get out of that, you know, that fog. You know, that's a sneak trick that I just taught you guys. Okay, I just taught you that. That's dealing with, like, you know, not putting a magical spell or a magical mask on this person that you want this person to be. You have to see, stop, listen, hear what this person is doing, what this person is showing you, and you have to understand this is who they are. There's no fixing it. You cannot look at this and say, oh, back to the remote. Let's get the remote again. Okay, remote, you're like, I can't look at you and say, okay, well, you know, the buttons, you're not working. Obviously, the fucking batteries, like, These batteries not working. I need new batteries. The fuck to fix this fucking remote. Okay? Now do something. Nothing? Ugh. Now you're done with it. That's literally how people be working sometimes. Like, that's literally, it hurts. Like, it actually hurts, but it's like, you have to look at it first and foremost. Like, I don't like this remote. I don't like these gadgets. I don't like the buttons. It's fucking boring. I'm not interested in it. I'm going to take all this energy that I'm trying to put onto this object, this thing, and I'm done with it. I'm not going to use it because I'm going to spend my whole life trying to click the next channel, trying to click the next button, trying to replace the batteries over and over and over and over again until I get a different outcome. When the outcome is most likely gonna stay the same. I'm just gonna keep replacing the batteries over and over again, but it's still a fucking remote. You get it? Stop trying to fix the whole world. I'm definitely going to give you guys a season 2. I don't really know what the future holds, okay? Anything can happen, literally anything. But I will say this. Doing the inner work is going to be your complete guide to being successful. You cannot change your life. You cannot fix anything. You cannot change the whole fucking world. You cannot do anything in this lifetime without first looking in that mirror. Some people, they never look in that mirror because those demons eat them alive, you know? They let time go by. They let days go by. And they never sit back and say, damn, did that woman deserve that? Did that male deserve that? Did my family deserve that? Did my friends deserve that? You know? Nobody wants to put the work in because sometimes self-reflection is a lot scarier than physical work. You can have 1,000,001 tasks to do by hand. But if you don't do that inner healing and you don't do that inner work first, you're never gonna make it. You're never gonna make it. You're never gonna reach that status quo that you want so desperately. You're just gonna repeat the same things over and over again until you fucking learn. The universe is doing this on purpose. You have to think like that. So with that being said, a lot of exciting things are gonna be happening in season 2. You know, if we get there. And that's what I'm aiming for, you know. A lot of different directions, different, you know, topics, different outcomes. And we have about, like, I'll say maybe 2 more episodes to go before I'm going to wrap this season up. But season 2 is definitely coming, and it's gonna be coming quickly. I'm not gonna have you guys wait years and months for season 2. No, we're going in this straight. We're going straight in this. I just don't want to go into season 2 or season 1 episode 35, 36. But that's what I mean. But we're gonna get there. You know what I'm trying to say. So with that being said, okay, enough rambling. Think like the 1%, okay, and find your power.